Welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our online game of Dungeons and Dragons 5e. I'm your game master, Scott Nicholson, but enough about me, Bendale!
Oh, hi, I'm just a guy.
Tanner Messer.
Hello.
Michael Jackson.
Hello, it's me.
And I can't believe we got him. Special guest, Andrew Krug. You. Before we go forward, I will like to remind everyone now, if you're watching us on Twitch, don't forget the more you watch and the more you comment and subscribe, you gain rooter points down at the bottom of the chat. You can spend those to make things happen in the game, like a storm that really helped last episode, or advantage or health potions. And right now, we have a special going on where people can donate, and when we reach the goal, somebody's item gets upgraded instantly. No story. Just instantly. It's probably one of the gods. Anyways, this is a D&D villain campaign, and that means it's rated R for drowning, starvation, and being lost at sea. Welcome back to episode 29. Okay, we're in the
Man,
intro.
lost.
Let's jump into it. Last time on episode 28. The squad fought back against Pride Stalker and Ignat and won, losing no allies in combat. The other students were dissuaded from fighting, and so the squad burst upon the walls of Dragontooth and escaped into the rocks on the back of Komapa, formed into a large pirate ship. In taking down the walls, and with the help of a storm and a tsunami, Dragontooth collapsed into rubble. The sullen slitter appeared and found its purpose in the treasure put out by the water by Professor Roshk, and their souls moved on, and so was left the treasure. And Will Hamming. Bognak and Will reconnected once again. Russ and B connected for the first time. Mortenzow and Cleonile solidified their connection, and Penny and Livia healed Komapa. Evening Plume and Fendaga re-emerged, but were slain by Landria Fatale. The crumbling of Dragontooth decimated the remaining students, giving just the final drop of evil soul to Cthulhu, and within minutes, she had traversed the planes of existence from her Ithalid home. Fatale now controls Cthulhu. The party took off on Komapa and found refuge on the open sea, where the sun is shining bright. You can hear a couple of seagulls way off in the distance. It's perfect. It's not even rocky water. It's like the life of Pi. Gifts were exchanged, conversations were had, but everyone decided to rest. So we're going to start tonight after the short rest by Bognak and Penny. So you guys wake up. Will Hamming still grabbing the steering wheel. He's super focused. Looks like he's maybe humming to himself an old shanty. The sun is maybe at an angle in the sky, but it's still bright. It's around 4:30 p.m. B and Russ have gone down in the ship, like the mimic guts, because there's no actual other floors in this galleon. And they're there. Russ has left his suit on like the railing, like his dark red Dragontooth suit, and B has left her skulls, her severed heads that are on her belt.
This is code.
Mortenzow and Cleonile are resting at the front of the ship, kind of like putting their heads at the front, so when there is small waves as they go by, it just kind of gently rocks them as they look like they fell asleep in conversation. And what is Livia doing? You're long resting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
long
still asleep.
resting. So I'm snoozing too.
So it's Bognak and Penny. Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't think Penny has any true intention, but she just doesn't want to sleep per se. She's feels like a lot of things are happening, and sleeping is the last thing she wants to do. So she's kind of up, just kind of sitting there, kind of just taking anything in, trying to keep her eye out for anything weird. Just took a level in Warlock since we leveled up.
Oh yeah, everyone leveled up. I forgot that. Yep.
I took my 5th level in Warlock, so I'm five levels of Warlock, 2 levels of Sorcerer, 7th level character. But she sits there. She's kind of stretching out her shadow hand, kind of like just trying to keep it like she doesn't want to get too stiff, but she's just kind of, for the most part, relaxing. But she seems very much like on guard, looking around, just kind of pops 2 hit dice, and it's just kind of vibing. She doesn't feel very safe per se.
Queenie's gonna come in and be like, "Ooh, girl, you've been quiet for a while. What are you doing?"
Oh, there's just so much to do now that Cthulhu's here. I'm trying to think what should we do next. I know we're heading off to this island, but I'm just not sure what to do next. And I think for the first time she says that, she communicates with Queenie in her head, and so she's keeping this kind of
Private.
between her and the book. She's like, so it's not a place that I like to be. We went to Dragontooth for a reason, and this is not. This is what we wanted, but I just don't like being on the outside looking in. I like to be with the party. But
Well, I mean, you've done it. Can't you relax a little bit?
no, we've done absolutely nothing. I found some people. We have things to do. I don't want to fall into the thing of those teachers who talk about, oh, well, we've raised Cthulhu, we did the thing. No, I want to do the thing. Cthulhu is not the legacy of Penelope Flora. Penelope Flora is the legacy of Penelope Flora. And he's doing things in a grand way. For sure, I'm sure he will make this a little easier, but so messy. She's so messy. There was a way, I remember reading about it, and there was a way that she lost. She went down once, and so I was kind of banking on that kind of keeping her away, but I'm not sure how they just got rid of it last time. And she would kind of look around. Is Bognak near her? She's posted herself up towards that front. I don't know how ships work, but that first, the tall thing, the mast. Is that a mast?
Yeah.
She wants to be
The shaft.
look tall, because she's kind of looking around to see if Bognak's near, or like if Bognak's on the top of the ship, like around.
He's probably giving you some, like, I think where Bognak is, he's probably like right on the bow, just like smelling fresh air, feeling like light hit his skin for the first time in like, for him, like 12 years again, because he was in the astral plane for a much longer time. Just kind of like admiring the sky, and while he does it, he's it looks like he's polishing some silver coins, just like working on something. You see him with some string and some silver coins and all this stuff up front, just working on some things. But yeah, if you want to come up and talk to him, or he can come down and talk to you and just be like, it's beautiful out here, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just not sure how long it's gonna stay that way.
You gotta take the small victories.
Is this one of those victories?
Well, we didn't die yet, so I count that a victory.
Well, that's kind of what I've been doing the last 17 years, so it's not really a big thing for me, but I do like to stay alive, that is true.
Well, some of us had our streaks restart a few times, but hey.
Oh, I remember. I know for you it's a little a little more sensitive.
Yeah.
You should think about, Bognak the Phoenix. You like to die and come back. It seems very poetic.
Yeah, that could be my next tattoo. Got some room in my chest. Not like you look too. It's like he's back to like his original, like no tattoo. He looks like he did like when you guys flew into school, basically.
Yep.
Like, I see they have not gotten any better. They look exactly the same as I last saw them.
Yeah, well, that's I got the kit now. I've got stuff, but what I'm really worried about right now is food. We didn't bring much with us, did we?
Oh, no, but I guess I do have this. And then she will extend her hand out, and not her shadow hand, but her bark hand, and these flowers appear on her arm, and she has the racial ability of good berry, so I can make up to 10 good berries. And so
Ooh.
I'm like, all right, I can give us a whole day of nourishment every rest. So I don't really like to eat lots of things, but these tend to tide me over. And she hands you one of these pods.
Papa, he like immediately feels full, and he looks down at this like makeshift fishing lure he was working on. He's like, "I'm still gonna, just to pass the time, I guess."
Behind you in metagame world, the meter of your health just went bloop, 1 HP.
Look, 1 point, which now puts me at max because I was at 51 out of 52, and now I'm at 52.
Nice.
This was perfect use of Goodberry.
Honestly, Goodberry's great for survival like this. So yeah,
the smell of sea salt around you guys just kind of knocks you in the face. You've just been in your own worlds right now. Now that you're starting to open up and talk to one another after that traumatic event, you're starting to sense more of the things around you. Maybe the water is a little rockier than it looked before. It's not dangerous. Just, now there seems to be small little waves. Maybe you see something just like jump out of the water and jump back in, like a dolphin or something. Like things seem more serene and wild and free.
Yeah, definitely. If it's possible, we'd definitely like to get a closer look, because the water we knew was all these whirlpools and like chaotic energy. So I'm just trying to see like what's in this water, because I didn't really look in the last one. I was like, that's kind of scary. But I'm like,
Can you breathe underwater?
No, I don't want to get.
So
in
you
the
would
water.
just be dipping your head in and looking, or just like taking an above look?
Yeah, just above. I'm not trying to be wet. Let's calm down.
What's your passive perception?
I should be like 2. It's 11.
Mine's
okay,
a
roll a perception check. We'll take whichever's higher.
Ooh. That is a 15.
Everything looks very beautiful and sparkling in the sun as it's like kind of at an angle shooting through some clouds now. There couldn't possibly be any evil here. Everything seems constantly in motion and joyous. Except this small little, what is that, piece of wood that kind of just is floating in the water in the shadow kind of like a little ripple in the water. So you didn't really notice it at first, but it's definitely been sharpened at the end, almost like a evil pencil. And it's about that round.
Ooh, she got girth.
And the top's about that big. So it's kind of like this chunky, I don't know what that is.
And just floating in the water?
Yeah, just kind of floating as you guys sail by it.
She kind of looks at it. Penny's not a person who believes that peace exists anywhere that people tell you peace exists, because that sounds like a cover-up for not peaceful things. And she's also a skeptical bitch because, hello. So she's kind of just like on the edge. She's like, she feels like she's very much in the eye of the storm. Anytime it's peaceful, she's like, oh, this is the eye of the storm. This is when shit gets crazy because you don't expect it. So she's really just kind of like watching, and she's looking at it, and she's kind of, she leaves it alone, but she's like on edge. Like the more peaceful it gets, the more stressed she's become. She's like, very much a mom on vacation. She's like, where are my kids at? What's happening? Where's the water doing? Like she's just like trying to mitigate that, but she's like, but she will call it to or say to Bognak, well, these waters look much better than the whirlpools by Dragontooth, so I think the fish probably here will be a little easier to wrestle with than anything we would have found there. So that should do.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and great job getting us out through the sky. By the way, we definitely would have made it past the waters. So,
well, you brought the mimic. I just made it fly.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we're it's not a good situation we're in, Penny, but I think with your brains, we'll figure out something to do here. Between your brains, Bee's instincts, and well, that new girl seems like a wild card. I know nothing about her. She just
kills so many things.
She kills a lot of things. So I mean, she'll keep us safe, right? Like we can just kind of hang out and let her do that. The sword lights on fire. I thought there was only one of those.
Seems like everyone's just got a flaming sword these days. It's just not. It's not fancy.
Oh, Mike could do it too. Bognak sword lights on fire.
Well, looky here.
Oh, sorry, you don't like fire. My bad.
As long as you're not using it against me, we're fine.
Yeah. So, what would you two like to do for the next 7 hours? Because they're taking a long rest.
Yeah, I guess.
I will tell you, nothing happens on that journey. It's smooth sailing.
Yeah, I think for the most part, Penny will spend that time just like formulating any sort of plan she can. She's going to start like planning out things that she can do with the thruple. So when they wake up, it seems like she's like, I planned for this. So when like it just seems like it's another day. Like when I wake up for training, she wants to have like a whole like training regimen. She's trying to make it seem like this is as a part of the plan as anything else, because she doesn't want people to be stressed, and she needs at least them to be as focused as possible. So she's making a training regimen, and she'll kind of sit with near Will and see if he knows it, because he's like fucking dead and old. See if he knows anything about Cthulhu's first rising and any whispers that he's heard about that. She read about it a bit in the books, but she doesn't like to keep up with losers, so she doesn't know much about Cthulhu and what he or she did or didn't do. So she's trying to gain some intel.
Gotcha. Cool. Do you have a plan for the thruple? Or are you just gonna like roll for something?
Oh no, I have a plan. But okay. She'll be making up said plan.
Okay. Cool. What about you?
Always has a plan.
I think the first bit, like Bognak's very aware that like they're not safe, but this is the first time he's been able to like pretend safe in like God knows how long. Like since they first got to Dragontooth, right? So like he's just gonna be like, even if it's just a few hours, I'm just gonna fish and chill. And so like he fishes for a little bit, and then
you have a fishing pole?
Well, I don't have a pole, but I do have a string. And so I'm figuring it out. Like he's trying to figure out how to do it. Like he just keeps like, it's probably more so him just... stick. Yeah, it's more. I should have gotten the big stick. That's a very big pole.
Do you have any bait?
No, that's why he was polishing the silver coins to make something sparkly that would like attract him at least.
Sparkles work.
Sparkles work. Like it's not effective, but it's like soothing. Like he's not like actively. Like he doesn't think he's gonna.
All right, hold those unless you have something else.
And then after that, he was just gonna like once Penny's done talking to Will and picking his brain, he was gonna go up and just like catch him up on everything that's happened, and just like he'd been journaling kind of what they were doing, and he's like, yeah, and they all got all these blank pages for us down the road. So he's just gonna catch up Will on what had happened, and that's pretty much all he's gonna be doing. Like this is the first time again he shouldn't relax, but he's going to.
And what items did you two attune to while you slept?
I got the Biddy's belly, which I don't know what it actually looks like, and if I don't know if there's like a
Biddy's belly is about this big. It's a here's my iPhone for scale.
iPhone for scale.
Or yeah.
So it's like a little object,
it's a little statue that you would almost get a gift shop, but it's not because it's really nice.
Is it like that ancient fertility statue? You know, like the old school one. I don't know. Maybe
it's got that vibe.
Yeah.
It's got that vibe.
Come on.
It's like a super super light pink. It's almost like eggshell, but you're like, oh, it's tiny little bit pink. And it's just this like woman who's like holding her belly and smiling and kind of leaning up.
So on Penny's left arm, her shadow arm is at the very top of the shoulder. It has the arcane focus, which is that yellow orb that used to live in her hair. Mm-hmm. It kind of like it's rested itself in this shadowy part of her arm. And then on the other side is the Biddy's belly, and it's kind of wrapped up in like these vines, kind of like encased in a thing sitting on her other arm. And also, it gives her +4 charisma, so her charisma is sitting at 22, so she's rocking it. Also, I took I figured since my stuff got so high, I should take Agonizing Blast for my new invocation. So now I add +6 to all my Eldritch Blasts. So I'm out here doing some damage.
Yes.
So she's
Damn,
looking a little
bitch,
extra thick.
papa.
Yeah, Charisma's literally attached to everything in Penny's build, so getting +4 is super helpful. But yeah, she's vibing.
Cool.
I traded that for the armor, and I'm just eyeing it. I haven't attuned to. I think we said we would wait for Livia to be able to identify it first. I think.
Oh, because you wanted to make sure it wasn't cursed.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
remember
We just want to make sure it's not cursed. But Bognak like keeps eyeing it, and he's like really excited about it. But he's like, I can't wait to try that. Dun, dun.
Okay, Livia, what are you attuning to?
I am attuning to the Shadowfell Blade, which happens to be a cursed item, apparently.
Oh, this.
All right, can you read it?
Yeah. Do you want me to like read the whole thing?
Is it long?
I'll read the important parts.
There you go.
We got there. Black Blade with silent judging eyes appear. It's a legendary weapon. It is cursed. Should you attune to the Shadow Blade, it will extend its curse unto you. During your next long rest, you will be contacted in your dreams by a very powerful sorcerer from the Shadowfell, a humanoid dragon who commands powerful psionic and gravitational magic. Flip a coin. If the result is heads, he will bargain with the user for possession of the blade. The details of the trade are to the DM's discretion, but he will generally expect repayment for the blade given its power. If the result is tails, he will take the blade from the user and keep it for himself.
Flip a coin.
Oh, fuck me? I don't have a
I
coin.
wish Jess would be reading it.
We're in a cashless society.
Right? Like, hang on, let me
There's
go
a
grab
coin shortage.
No, I'm going upstairs to grab a coin right now. We're doing that.
Scott, you're a rich man.
Just don't be.
I've got all the coins.
Gotta grab a coin.
Everyone admire his riches.
Everyone
Okay,
say
going back down
thank
the
you.
stairs.
Say thank you. All right, got a coin?
All right, let's see. I've already forgotten which is the good one I need to get, so
It's in front of you.
heads. If the result is heads, he will bargain. There we go.
Okay, in your dream, everything is dark. But there is some freezing cold comfort in the dark. It's not scary. Until it splits open, and then there's just lighter shades of gray of a long hallway that as the split opens and you see it onto the other side, which is the hallway's getting longer and longer. And walking in the middle is this figure one step in front of the other with a black cape that's going out maybe 40 feet past him. And got long black wispy hair. It would almost look like a beautiful woman as it does in silhouette. But as it gets closer, you can sense the male facial features that are perfect. This long nose that goes down, barely tips, a large smile with like perfect white teeth. The only white thing in this room is he smiles. And he holds in his hand, it appears this black blade that just kind of sparkles, and you just in your mind like there's a heartbeat in your head. He kind of shakes a bit and holds it forward and just jumps up into the air and slams it forward as it goes down right in front of the ground in front of you, and it cracks the whole floor in front of you, and you fall, and pieces of you fall. As you look into these pieces, can you possibly tell us little things you remember about your past living in Silvernell?
Yeah, so with my past living in Silvernell, so I don't really recall being like born or anything like that. I think it would like the way I'm imagining this is like a timeline of memories, so I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Sure.
Beginning of shit, I would say that I wasn't really born to Silvernell, that I was more or less summoned to Silvernell. And I've only ever known my life from the beginning to have one purpose, which was to be used as a plant within some plan for Asgarath in the end.
Yeah.
So I guess I would see like little memories of like me just being trained from like a young age, and just like fed all this stuff from the Askarath cult people.
Yep, you see those reflected on the sides of this earth that was just shattered as you're falling, and they're all falling towards you, but seem to go through you, and all you see is like hundreds of the face of that sorcerer in front of you. Just like thousands of those swords appear behind him and make this like spiral that spins off into other spirals as he just stares at you, seems to be examining you, and you can't move. You're just floating through this vision until a voice reaches out, like the first warm thing you felt this entire time. You can almost like feel bright reds. He just asks you, what would you like to trade?
Trade for the sword? I mean, I don't know. Is there anything that I can give you that you would need? Who are you? What is happening? This is a dream, right?
This sword was given to me by my father. Though I do not need its melee blade, it is a strong harness for everything I have learned. If you wish to borrow the blade I used to conquer the Shadowfell, then I want what's most important to you.
Kill that bitch Fatal. This does look like a pretty ending weapon, too. I mean, I'm up to bargain for anything.
This Fatal,
I don't have necessarily...
she means something to you?
I mean, it's only ever been like my whole mission in life was to kill the last enemy of Asgarath. That's why I was, brought here. So yeah, it kind of means a lot to me to kill this bitch.
Around you, the rocks are starting to form this black cathedral with like silver shiny ribbons, almost like a party's about to begin all around him. And then bodies start falling through the glass ceiling onto the tile floor. As these black blades come up from the floor and more bodies stack on top of them. This blade can control worlds. I will not take out your laundry. Shh, it's starting to close. And you feel control of your body floating in this space as if you can go anywhere you want in any motion. The sword is going back into his hand.
I'm running towards the sword.
All right, you're right there at him. He's turning around with his sword, about to sheath it.
Better take it, girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the sword and try and take it.
Athletics versus his athletics.
Oh, fuck.
He's like, I got a sleight of hand.
Yeah, right? That's what I was hoping for. Jesus. 16, though.
Ooh, he also got a 16.
Oh, God.
Thank God.
All right, roll off.
Fuck me!
Roll off.
Like,
Blank, just a blank number. 18.
Daddy, I'll pull my nipple out, not 20.
The sword gets ripped from his hand. It almost cuts the side of the sheath with so much strength. Or the, yes. Slices it as you pull back. It cuts into the very fabric of what you're seeing as this cathedral ripples, like winds blowing in it. As you get sucked out, you just see his hand reach out towards you, and this purple blast comes from his mind and past his hand as if he was using his fingers to aim. And it just getting larger and larger, shooting towards you. As it gets closer to you, it just pops, and it's just him all around you as he's flying as fast as you're flying, but just like this through space. And he tells you he knows what he will take. He will make it infinitely harder for you to kill Fatal. Return the sword when you're ready. You're gonna wake up. As you wake up, you're like looking for someone around, but Bee's no longer there where you were sleeping. She's gone off with Russ because they're both gone. You're kind of at the top of the ship.
I guess I like jolt awake, like, what the fuck?
You good?
Penny, Do you
I
want
don't
to?
know if I'm good. I don't know.
Yeah, are you like giving us like waking up from a nightmare vibes? Like, bitch, we're on a boat. We
was
got
like-
no room to yourself. You loud.
A lot just happened in this dream I just had. Apparently, this sword that Bognak gave me belonged to some dreamy-looking dragon sorcerer man. And he tried to take it, but I took it back. And now he's mad, and he found out that the only thing I'm really meant to do in life is kill Fatal, and now he's going to try and prevent me from killing Fatal. And this is how I'm waking up to the world right now, and we're on a boat, and
Looks at Bognak. Like I said, when things calm down, it always tends to get worse. Looks back at Livia. I'm glad to know we have another enemy to add to our list. Did you get a name? Did you get a name of this man?
talk to me. He was like, "Oh, mystery man, I'm here. You want a sword? Like, do something. Give me something. Or you don't want to give me anything? I'm gonna go now without telling you anything."
Then well, it looks like you got the sword. Is the sword useful?
I mean, maybe.
You now know everything the sword does.
Oh, the sword. Yeah, I can fucking rip gravity, man. Shit's
Oh.
wild.
Well, perhaps when we run into him, we can make light work. He will fall to the same fate as the teachers who got in our way. But that's something I guess we'd have to worry about when they show up. They're
Yeah.
reaching you in your dreams. I guess be careful.
Dreamy white dragon, dude. He was kind of cute. That's why I'm also pissed off about all this.
I mean, maybe it's kind of one of those situations where, like, leave something at your place, so you have to see him again. So now you got the sword, so he's gonna have to see you again, right? I mean, like, I'm really trying to be a positive force.
You know what,
guys.
Bognak? I love that perspective, and I don't love a lot of things, but I can appreciate that from you.
Also, to be clear, when you say dragon dude, do you mean like a man like a dragon or a dragonborn? Because we do know a thing or two about dragonborn. So not trying to mess with anybody's cousin, because we do know that Vital does like dragons.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Now that you mention that, he was humanoid dragon,
Mm.
so whatever that means.
Mortenzau and Cleonile will wake up around this time. They're coming around the corner.
I guess it sounds safer. Yeah, Penny's just kind of calm. I mean, if you're no longer having an episode from your moment, she's like,
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like I just talked through it. Y'all kind of helped me. I'm not used to that, so that's also, I'm in shock. But let's continue our day. Yeah.
Well, always here to talk. And also, now that you're up, please tell me what this armor does. Please, 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 please. Bognak's gonna
okay. So I go over to Bognak's armor and I cast Identify.
Identify.
Okay. I'm gonna go into my notes.
He said, hold.
Oh, okay. So that armor gives you a +2 to your strength ability. And then all of your force. I could just hold it up. Your force damage and bludgeoning damage gets an extra D12 of damage. And then it's the biggest armor. What was it? Great plate. Plate.
Plus plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bognak strips immediately, just on sight, and just like jumps into the suit of armor.
Well, you were still in a carrot costume, I do believe.
I'm glad you changed.
I mean, I feel like if anybody pulled up on us, they just wouldn't take the carrot seriously. It might buy us some time if we're not going the intimidation route. If we're going the intimidation route, I need to get out of this carrot. Bognak, just starts just attuned to that and strips his. Thanks, Olivia. Sorry, the sword apparently had a bad connection, but
It's good now.
I mean, like you said earlier, we'll make the best out of it, I guess.
Make a good connection.
Everybody
So-
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
Who farted? Oh, fuck.
Okay, well, that was not good.
21 for Boggy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That nat 20 drained everything out of my die.
Yeah, let me roll for my friends, because Penny got an 11.
Okay. Yep. Morton's on play now.
And the squad got... Okay. Cleo now got an 8, and Mortenzow got... Okay, Mortenzow, you got a 24.
Okay, so
The boys.
Bognak and Mortenzow, nothing really happens. The rest of you, your stomach's really going to start to gargle, and you have not eaten in a while. It's
I
like
figure. Okay.
it's around like 5:20, 5:30 a.m. right now.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, as I recognize that it's the tummies, I will start handing out these. I'm like, this is our mid-flight snack. And I will give everyone a good berry. What is it? It retains 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. So everyone feels good for 24 hours, and you get 1 hit point, which means nothing because you just finished a long rest. But now you're not hungry. Here's berry. Here's a berry.
Penny, you're tasty.
So I've heard. Thank you.
Cleonile says, "Where are the little ones?" Mortenzow just kind of looks
Livia's
around.
just over here like this.
No, Mortenzow's gonna like push your hands down. No, look. And there's like with the coats that they put on the railing, there's like a page looks like it's ripped out of Russ's book, and it says teaching B 10-letter words today. She's gonna be reading my book. That's not your dinosaur, it's my dinosaur. Gonna be busy all day. Reading.
That's what we're calling it now.
They're getting educated, it seems. Maybe they're working on that little dino thing she was telling me about. I don't know much about
I prefer
dinosaurs and
that.
how they
I
work.
saw what the little freaky boy did with those rubies in his nipples. It ain't right, but I'll watch.
Kaboom! You guys all shake, almost like have to catch yourself as like the boat slowed down a little bit. It's still moving some, but it just like went from a good down to half speed. It hit something. And as you look over the edge, you can see sticking out of the water are those same wooden spike things that are tied together in rows of like 6 and are like perfectly angled out of the water about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. And as you look out, you can see there's patches of them starting to appear everywhere going in the direction you're going in. And some of them seem to be like disappearing as other ones pop up where there weren't some before. Like they're almost like large scale
Some
shifting.
floating mechanism.
Yeah.
Bognak's going to run over to Will immediately and just give him a pep talk and cast guidance on him. He's like, I think you're going to need some help navigating here, bud.
Yeah, Penny runs up to Bognak and she's like, I said to make fishing poles, not whatever this is. Overachieving, Bognak.
I don't think I had time to do this.
Well,
I don't know. You're really effective sometimes.
I think I can steer clear of them, but they just keep popping up, Bognak. Maybe we should raise the sails some and not go so fast.
Aye, Captain.
Do they look like they can be? You said they're bobbing up and down. Does it look like they can be like moved easily if we were able to get in the water and mess with them?
As you're looking over the side of the ship, as you're slowly passing one, roll an investigation check.
Oh god.
You roll an investigation.
Yeah. You do it.
You do it.
That is a 12.
You can see there's more underwater than there is at the top. Like, the water's pretty clear, but there's just because they're thrashing a little bit, it's causing bubbles and stuff around, so it kind of blocks it a bit. but it looks like it's like kind of connected. And as you kind of look under the water, follow it over top of the water, it looks like it's connected to another one. And you do notice they're kind of going at the same time.
Bognak, I think we're entering someone's territory. And then she kind of starts reciting the names of islands that she knows. And she's like, which is Isle of Fear, No Man's Cry, Isle of Red, Shark Food Island. Have we passed any islands when we were heading this way to like have any idea like oh, we passed? We're given the order of them.
Will Hemming tells you no.
We ain't made it to the first island.
Well, we can assume that this. Well, I would assume that this may lead us to the first island, which will be Isle of Fear.
Will's going to tell you that he's got to dodge these, kind of going a little left, so it looks like maybe he's going left side. So maybe he's going towards No Man's Cry.
All right. Well, I can't really redirect this ship, so I guess if that's the best we can do, starts looking at spell list.
The sky turns that light blue as the sun is just around the horizon. As soon as it bursts, it's going to be bright and in your face.
We got to keep the sails up. Is there anything we can do for some shade?
Going inside the ship. Yeah, but just watch your step.
Shouldn't Russ and B are down there. I don't want to go and interrupt that. So that's a personal thing for me.
Still didn't get burned, then I guess.
They know how to have a good time.
I'll see what I can do. Bognak takes out a. Let's see. What random BS do I have in my bedroll? I have a 2-person tent I bought the very first episode.
Try to get it into the planks.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to do I was trying to like give us some shading, I guess, from the sun. But I guess we don't need to worry about that as much.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mimic ship, so it can move and kind of adjust. So roll a persuasion check to Kamapa with disadvantage. It's been 12 years since you spoke to Kamapa.
Grow an umbrella.
Talk to him.
Hello.
Replace the wing.
I mean, yeah, but you're
persuasion with disadvantage. I got you. All right, so it's a 23 or another 23.
Fuck yeah.
Hey.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
There we
Kamapa
go.
hears your request. They're gonna like spread the floorboards on the ship just a little bit for you to be able to like hold those spikes that the tent goes on. It just clamps it. Makes the perfect tension as you put up that tent. There you go.
Oh.
We have a little tent. We have some protection for us here. If we want that somewhere private for us.
You hear something scraping the side of the ship. As Will screams for you guys to put up the sails.
Oh yeah, up the
Actually,
sails
throw
up.
down
Sails
the
up.
anchor.
Anchor.
Yeah, the anchor. He's gonna let go of the
Does this
steering
thing
wheel,
have an anchor?
and he's gonna go to the middle, and it's a big thing that's about 4 foot tall, round circle that's got poles sticking out, and everyone grabs it and releases it, and then under the ship the anchor falls. But as he goes for it, he's just like like it's not actually a working one. He's like, oh
God.
the ship's gonna come to a halt.
This ship is taking damage, and it's like ow, 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 ow.
Yeah,
What
you
is
just
this
hear
ghost thing doing? Livia like gets on the ground and like starts rubbing Kamapa. It's okay, boy. This ghost doesn't know what the fuck it's doing.
Just before the sun rises, because he said it hasn't broken just yet, Bognak's gonna take the Raving Supreme Healing Potion and feed it to Kamapa, because it refills every day at sunrise.
That was the magic item, right?
Yep.
A healing potion that regenerates at sunrise. Perfect
That's good.
timing.
That's good.
So it's 10d4 plus 20 healing for Kamapa.
That's enough. It's still taken some massive wounds, so it's like perfectly healthy, but it is gonna have to, like, as you guys are talking, it gives it health, it's gonna have to drop its ship form for a minute and just kind of like become the black blob monster that is the mimic's natural form that doesn't normally come out, but that trusts you. But it's big and long enough and wrinkly enough, and the hairs in random places on warts, that it's perfectly pool beach raft cushy.
Still
We're
kind of.
just rafting on the blob.
Yeah, but it's about half the size of that ship. Look.
LOS. You see, we noticed that Cleonile is in the water, like right next to it. Her bestial soul lets her take an adaptation, and she took the aquatic one, so she has a swimming speed and she can breathe underwater. And she's just like, kind of like, oh, it's actually very nice. And she's just like swimming right next to us because she's making room. And I'm like, what? And we're just like on this blob, and I'm like, do we see land? Like, are we just like out here?
Roll a perception check.
I'm stressed
right.
out.
Everybody roll a perception check.
All right,
I was also like, where is it happening?
like,
Oh, I'm actually decent with perception. 24.
Beautiful.
30-20.
Beautiful.
He's rolled. Gotta stop soon. I'm scared.
No, keep it going, Bognak.
Cleonile got a 23. Penny did terrible. I rolled a 3 on the dice. Let's not even add any numbers to that. And Mortenzau got a... Shut up. Mortenzau got a 17. So they did well.
Everyone notices in different ways. Maybe Penny sees that some like shrubbery floating in the water that just kind of leads your eye of like more plant life. Oh yeah, way off in the distance is that island. Livia probably turns around and there's just like a flock of birds flying overhead that gets your attention, and you just follow it towards this island. Mortenzau and Cleonile are looking at it and talking to each other like they've noticed it first. And Bognak, you see towards this island too, right to your right side. Boom. The sun just tips over to the other side and just shoots out yellow and red ombre effect as it seems to be rising like super smooth for the first time. And you can see with that light reflected into the water, the ripples. You don't see the ripples, you see the hundreds of those wooden spiked things going off, so much so that you can see the giant patches in the water. It's got to be at least 15 of them on a patch each. As you look out and your ship is surrounded by those two, even though you guys are, you're on the Mimic right now. And as you all kind of meet back where the sun and the islands to the left, the sun to the right, you see jump in front of the sun on one of those buoys, this silhouetted figure that's humanoid, arms and from the waist down, but up top has this upper appearance of a shark. As the sun kind of lifts up and move, seems to get closer, going from those spikes, diving into the water and disappearing, and then appearing very quickly where there's other spikes until it gets close enough that, Andrew, can you describe what you look like?
Yes. My character is part shark, part man. Yeah. And they are they're wearing like a tightly woven like seaweed like cloth like garb. And they have like, they're adorned with like different colored seashells. The seashells are very beautiful. And they're about like, they're over like 6 foot, very broad, built for speed, built for swimming, and lots of teeth.
As you get closer, Andrew's character, you see this large black fuzzy a little bit mimic life raft that has got eyes and a mouth. Seems to be like recuperating, and as it sees you and feels that health regenerate and the adrenaline, it's going to just balloon, and its texture is going to fluctuate into boards, into portholes, into cannons sticking out, and become that ship and lift everybody. The water, but it's still like keeping its side perfectly formed away from those sticks. But you're standing on one that's just like floating, and that's what you see. You guys look over the railing and you see him.
Is that a fucking shark person?
Ahoy!
That's a fucking shark person, y'all. It said ahoy.
Hello.
Hey ho.
Hail and well met.
Hey, what do you think you're doing there? You're ruining our traps. You're trespassing on our territory.
Whose territory is this?
The kingdom of Asir.
Kind of turns. Anyone a seer? Anyone? Does anyone know what a seer is? Quick poll
A
to the room.
seer? Like a seer that is on shark meat? Who are you?
A better question. Who are you?
Demon lady.
You all are the ones who are trespassing on our land here. I think that pleasantries, they sort of pass me at this point. I've got to know who I'm dealing with here.
Yeah, how about Livia? You just calm down and you hang out with the friends, and Bognak and I will take from here if you don't mind.
No, that sounds great.
Bognak's gonna
do you
cast.
know? Okay.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Penny. Just like
Okay,
that's
get ready for it.
just like, all right, there you go, Penny.
We're not new. We're new to this area, and we're unfamiliar with whatever this is. And we do apologize for messing with your traps, as you say. We were just trying to pass through, and then they trapped us. It seems.
I see. You're lost then.
Well, we're on our way to a location we don't know, but lost is a nice
let
flavor.
me give you some directions. You do a quick 180, and you go right back the way you came from.
Oh my god. Who's Shark Boy?
Problem is, we can't go back the way we came. Can we just pass through here? What if we just avoid your traps?
I'm afraid not. Can I try to board the ship?
Yeah, it's got a ladder on the side going to where the water is, like a pirate ship, so you could go right up to it, or just try to scale the side of the ship.
Awesome. I'm gonna go up the ladder. It's the easiest way to go.
All right, you guys see him swimming towards the ladder? He's on it super quick.
I think I'm not going to stop him from getting on the ship personally, but once he gets up there, he's met by Penny's shadow hand, and Cleonow's also standing there, greeting him in a "you're not leaving" from where you just popped up at, "yes, you're welcome up here, but you are." And she's going to continue her pleasantries. Penelope, Flora, nice to meet you. These are my comrades. We're, I guess you could call us a crew of, I dare say pirates, but not really. But we're trying to, make a new life for ourselves, do things. And we just found ourselves here in your traps. So again, we do apologize.
I see. What kind of business do you have here?
Cleonile says, "Oh, we're students of horror."
Yeah, we like to educate ourselves on the land of Sylvanel, so we're just kind of traveling. No true objective currently.
I can't see how this place is a suitable terrain for any students.
Well, considering the place we came from, it's quite the upgrade, I do confirm.
I find that quite hard to believe.
Mortensal's going to step up beside Penny with his icicle hands that form and then just drop into fireballs. We've seen a lot of confusing things. One thing that's not confusing is we are going forward and you're going to let us.
Penny will...
That depends on where you're going.
Penny holds her hand up to Mortensal to kind of calm him, to try to... Just thank you.
Drops the fire, kind of steps back.
Listen, we simply must settle this. We have other places that we can be. We don't want to be here. We just cannot go back to where we came from. How can we reconcile this, you and I?
Well, I say, you help me, I'll be able to help you a little bit.
Well, that depends on what you need, but we're open to being helpful. We're quite helpful. I look at Bognak. We're a very helpful group.
Well, I assume you all are adventurers or heroes of some sort. You think yourselves that? Well, I think if you will go over to your little heroes encampment and tell all your little soldiers and stuff to just pack up and leave, I'd find that quite acceptable, and you may pass on.
What heroes are in camp? Oh, Penny. Yeah, I don't think we like those guys.
Yeah, the heroes that you seem to be running with seem to be those that we also don't agree with. Are they intruding on your land, it seems?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
they call themselves heroes, but they are nothing to us.
Well, a hero's nothing but a sandwich. I think if they're intruding on your land, we can definitely help you get rid of them. We don't want anyone, heroes or otherwise, to cause any harm for you.
I think we can work things out a little bit.
Penny will step back and say, an enemy of my enemy is certainly a friend for now. So we can help you with your heroes if you want to help us get rid of those heroes.
It would be an honor.
Well, welcome to our ship. And she will, just to let him feel a little more free. And she will also gesture to Bognak if he has anything to chime in.
Yeah. So I guess you built these traps for those heroes, huh? Trying to keep them off the turf. And where is this exactly?
I say point over to No Man's Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yonder.
Just right there. And as he's pointing over, everybody roll another perception check. Let's see if you can see this tiniest little thing. Even you two. Did you tell him your name?
No.
Cool.
Yeah,
21.
13.
15 is the highest for my 3.
Okay, stranger.
25.
Livia, you see something coming in from the sky. Some flying large thing. Doesn't look like it's flapping wings or something.
I immediately pointed out to everybody.
Penny
Since we're on the
sees
side
it.
of heroes, look up there.
Penny points
Okay.
out it's actually something and 2 things on top. Seems to be 3 shapes. Stranger, you know that's a blimped pirate ship. Or not necessarily a pirate ship, but a blimped ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 2 big balloons on it.
Penny doesn't say anything, but she kind of as Livia noticed that, she kind of clears her throat and makes a hand gesture, and you note that Cleonile and Morton's start to move into some sort of formation. They're like, oh, things are going down, and we're not about to get caught off guard.
And it's way off going to land on No Man's Cry.
I look over to the shark man. Are these friends of yours?
No.
Are these foes of ours?
Aye.
Oh,
I like pirate
friends.
talk.
I think we've what's your name? Sorry.
My name is Viz Preece.
Viz Preece.
Viz Preece. This is our friend Viz Preece, and he has been hounded by those absolutely dreadful, horrendous people called heroes. And I've decided that we should help him rid himself of the problem. Points up. Those up there are heroes, and there may be an encampment of sort. And so we all need to be on our P's and Q's and help our new friend out here to rid himself of this infestation. You think we can all do that? She kind of will pull the room.
Yeah.
I think I can do it.
Yes.
Do you
I can maintain.
do you have any intel about who's camped out there? The numbers? Anything else? The numbers on your side?
Scott.
You
That's
know,
accurate.
you've seen magical blast come from it. You haven't gotten too close, but you've seen there's lots of different walking races that you do not ever see. You only hear about.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't possibly identify which ones they are, but they look different.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all walking, and then they have weapons.
Okay. We can't say anything on numbers, but there is a large variety of foes on yonder island. Strong magic comes from there, for certain. I myself was on my way to scope the area out when I intersected with your ship here.
Well, perhaps we can help you do some recon then to learn more. Do you have friends back on land who can help you with this hero problem, or is it just you?
I came on my own.
But back home, is there like do you have a force, or are you the one-man army?
Nothing we can trust.
I do love a challenge. But I do love a challenge.
I say we fucking go for it.
Of course we're gonna go for it. Does the ship ever land, or does it just stay up there and they come down? Does it fully descend and we can board it, or do we have to get up there?
Scott, what has been?
It's a relatively small island. You know that they've taken a lot of this wood system that you guys had and literally took it and flipped it around and used it for themselves. So they obviously know that you guys are there, which kind of makes them a little more terrifying because they're like taunting you. There's always people flying in and flying out. Sometimes you see them going back towards where they came from in groups. And it just seems to be busy. And the island kind of slopes like this. So there's like the part where they park their ships, and it's like at a beachy area that's very heavily guarded, and there's like a fortress built on it. And then it goes up the island, and it's very rocky, and they've got those wood things everywhere, so it's like almost impossible to climb without being seen or something.
Any boats? Do we see any boats?
They have like a couple medium-sized ships that go out. They don't bring in a lot. Seems like they're going to scope out the other islands. You've heard of maybe some people from the kingdom or from the guards, looking for them, trying to board them off.
Cool. There are some blimps that land and leave as they please. There aren't so many boats. They usually steer clear of this area, but they do scope out other islands. It's as much as I can tell you.
Just for player clarity, you say blip. I'm getting flying ship. Is it magical flying ship, or is it like blip, like there's a balloon, like something is making this ship stay in the air?
No, it's high in the air. I can't see it.
You got big old balloons going up.
Yeah, I don't think he hasn't seen clearly enough to be able to tell.
Okay.
Because he doesn't see these, period, ever.
Yeah, flying ships are something I'm also. Penny's also not
and
aware
for him,
of.
it's literally outside of the water.
True.
He lives in the water.
Yeah, are all your people as aquatically adept as you? Are you all just under the water? Perhaps if we can bring the ship down, they'll be at a disadvantage. They like to be able to fly, it seems, because you maybe are in water, and if we can force them to the sea, that gives us the advantage because now we have you below them and us above. A little sandwich action, if you will.
You can submerge, but I don't know quite how I feel about bringing you back to the folks.
I mean, they took your stuff, didn't they? Your wood for their ships, it seems only right to bring it back. Recycling, if you will.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna bring you back to our territory.
Can I roll an insight check? I feel like this priest doesn't like his people as much as he's letting on. I just
roll an insight check, sure. It's a high DC because he's playing this cool.
I'm like, you give me sus vibes. Ooh, well, I rolled a nat 20, so I just want to know if you like or not.
There seems to be some underlying bias against
Gotcha.
people who walk.
Gotcha.
Just a tinge, like this is just a tinge. Like you can almost like respect his kindness because you can see like, oh, there's that too in you.
Yeah, I gotcha. We serve a purpose, but he isn't like the landwalkers, which is fine. We're gonna get the problem solved though. So it seems we need to get out of the water and into the sky. Correct? Is that your plan?
So, well, my original plan did involve me being underwater.
and you were gonna spy on the ship from underwater. That's in the sky.
I'm just gonna
Long
spy on the
distance.
island. Not so much the ship. That's way over there. I can just go underwater and not really have to worry about that.
Oh, they're using I thought you were from this island. I see now. They're using this island as some sort of base.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm more clear now. Got it. So we need to get to the island. Let's get on this ship. Clear. Sounds a lot easier. I was like, oh, that's a Moab base. Great. We just need to invade the island. Smooth. Okay. Yeah.
Just an entire landmass.
Wouldn't be the first time we brought a landmass to its knees, honestly. But we'll see what happens.
Do you know of any secret alcoves or something, so we're not just parking right there with everybody else?
Scott, are there any like I don't want to bring them home at all.
Roll a history check for No
Okay,
Man's
cool.
Cry.
He's definitely from Shark Food Island.
It's not the first time.
It's
2.
2. Yeah, you don't know of any other way onto it just than by going onto the beach. All you know
Right.
is all of the sand on the bottom and dirt. It just goes up to the island.
Dirt go up.
I'm afraid not.
Are there any people who can, and I will poll the group, who can join our friend in his subaquatic adventures? And Clea and I will step forward and raise her hand. She's like,
Okay.
I can breathe underwater. Can anyone else have a way to be helpful underwater? Just we have see what options we're polling with.
I used to, and then I went back to my old body.
If you
I mean,
are committed to helping me and my claws here, I might be able to compensate in such a way.
Like you can
I
make us.
I have the breathe water spell.
Oh.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Well, perhaps. Well, listen. I think if we want to go in espionage like, then I got weird dialect there. I think we can leave the ship, go into the water, and then approach from the water instead of on the boats. That we have some sort of surprise. Us walking out of the water versus a giant boat. Also, our boat can be not a boat, so we can also bring the boat with us if we want to.
Oh,
It's
typical for boats.
yeah. So just to tell you guys the rules of this mimic, so it can turn into things it's seen before that it spent time really examining to get the intricacies of it. But if it's not something it doesn't remember, like this ship or like that cabinet, then it's whatever is around it. But it can't go super small and it can't be bigger than that ship.
Gotcha.
We can just hide it on the shore as a really big boulder if we need to, or a tree.
I'm sure Kumapa's seen a submarine, right?
Hey, come on, but can you turn into a Boeing 747, please? I just draw a bad stick picture of it. It just says,
Kumapa, this.
That part of the boat or that mimic body just bumps you.
Can I finish getting dressed real quick? I've just got just the armor pants on as I'm attuning to it. Just so still got the carrot on top of my head. Just finish getting dressed, getting used to this armor, and then I'm ready to go to shore.
Yeah, as everyone's taking that little moment to prep, that is what I will do. The throuple will take a moment to just stand aside. They'll link hands, and they're just have a moment of looks like they're praying, but they're really just talking shit about people. They're we're great, we're gonna do this. Let's go fucking kill some heroes. And they're trying to hype themselves up to go be badasses, and hopefully not die. They're this is it. All right.
So
then,
how long does breathe underwater work?
It works for 24 hours.
Oh hell.
Hey.
Oh,
And I can cast it on up to 10 willing creatures.
Okay.
Oh, Daddy.
Morden's out,
magic.
Cleonile, Penny, Livia, Bognak. Just those 5, right?
Cool, so I'm going to use half of a spell slot for that.
to get as many things as you can. Get Komapa. Just do a little hamming for funsies.
You should go cast
Wait.
one Rust just for funsies.
Also, we do have Will Hamming to send in for recon because he's a ghost.
Yeah, he can go underwater too.
Hey, go see stuff, and he's like,
You guys notice as like Kamappa's just letting out a sigh of relief, becoming a little flatter. It just reveals this big two bulges in like the body form, and you can. And you just hear roll a perception check.
Oh god, this is Byron asking, can they breathe in there? I'm like, oh lord.
I got a 23.
Ooh, another nat 20. That's for Clea Nile.
Fuck yeah, Clea Nile.
19 plus something for Morton Zhao. I rolled a 5.
Yeah, Penny.
All right. Bognak, what'd you roll? 10. All right, so maybe Bognak can't hear this, but everyone else like is on it close enough, like a baby in a stomach, and you just hear.
Now I'm telling you, you have to mush it all together. That's the definition of a word.
But it's too much, Russ. I mean, these are stupid words. They don't even make sense. Like banana and gram. What's a fucking gram?
Look at me, woman! Focus.
Well, you did promise me that this whole thing would collapse and kill me, and so far it has collapsed, and it feels good. I like it.
See? I told you. Trust me. Now sound it out.
And that's what you hear.
I always forgot about you beating players. It's so funny.
I'm glad I couldn't hear it, honestly.
You know what? Before you dive into the water, let's go ahead and take our 10-minute break. Give everybody a chance to use the bathroom.
Thank you,
Stretch your
Tan.
legs. All right, everybody. We'll see you in just a minute. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I feel like they're looking.
And welcome back from the bathroom. I hope you relieved yourself. Get a drink. Sit down. Make sure to use your Rooter points. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, share. Let people know we're here. Thank you so much. We hope you enjoy it. All right, guys. Sorry. You were in mid-conversation on our break. Keep going.
Oh, no. We're just stressed. We were just saying in D&D you can't see the levels above people's heads. And that's kind of stressful. That's all. The stream gets it.
Island, yeah. All right, you're all standing at the ship. What do you want to do?
Did we finish like getting ready, like wait an hour, get a tune, like everybody kind of prep to jump underwater and get closer?
Sure.
Yeah, just waiting for the water breathing, I guess.
It's around almost like 7 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can approach kind of espionage style towards them underwater, I guess.
The closer you get, the closer those wooden buoy fences are getting closer and closer. To a point where it would be impossible for a ship to drive through that. You'd have to, like, have a small rowboat to get in between these cornfields of, like, protection that they've stolen and rebuilt.
If you cast water breathing on Kamappa, could he go under too?
Kamappa?
Yeah,
it's a willing creature.
We
did loophole Kamappa.
Yeah,
we did.
It is a living creature if it says that for
water breathing.
The spell that you used, Viz.
Yep, grants willing creatures.
Willing creatures.
Okay,
that you can see.
It can go underwater too.
Let's just take Kamappa with us under. Do we?
The boat just goes down.
Well, it's still in gooey form right now. It's still in monster mimic form.
What's our story if we get caught?
Huh?
What's our story if they catch us?
We don't just tell them fight for your life. I don't.
We're here to kill them.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that these heroes are. I mean, we're gonna have to deal with them one way or another, and if you get caught and you think you can talk your way out of it, by all means, but it will probably come to a fight. I don't think you'll be leaving this island. So don't get caught is ideally the goal. Stick together. Hit quick, hit hard, and hit together.
Cool.
I'm down.
Quick, hit hard, hit together. That sounds.
Anyone notably bad at being quiet? Everyone looks at Clea now. With her -3.
Bognak raises his hand, yes, here. Chink!
Stealth people with the armor.
I can give her.
And also they're the tanks. Well, I just want us to not move. together. Like if we know people are gonna be bad at it, rolling with disadvantage, we should move in 2 groups. The
The
group that's
stealthy
probably not
ones
gonna
move
fail,
forward,
and then
yeah.
the other group who's gonna probably stay behind.
Or you can allow us to pass without trace if we need to group up.
This guy.
Okay, Daddy with this. Okay.
Well, since water breathing isn't concentration, yeah, I'll also take a pass without trace.
Oh, that's a good
Boom.
Right?
concentration.
But that lasts, what, 10 minutes?
I think so.
While you look that up, Byron Grimes or BB Grimes just contributed 2,250 points to the upgraded item challenge.
Ooh.
I don't know what the total is currently, but it's something. It was
What?
5,000. Oh, 6,378. We are 3,000 and something points away.
Oh, my
Oh wait, no,
gosh.
it's 12,000 is the total.
If
Just
that
kidding.
happens on a stream, we
Almost
have to do
halfway
it.
there. We're getting close. We want magic items upgraded. We have some now, and we need them because we're villains fighting for our life. The other guys are just calm heroes having a good day.
No one wants that. I'm just kidding.
Just
I do,
saying.
but-
Healthy Wednesday night, guys.
Bognak hides his bad fishing pole behind his back. Yeah. Upgrade my fishing pole, everybody. We need to eat.
That would be so troll.
Also,
Okay.
Bognak, if they catch you, you can do the whole, you look, not crazy now. You can just potentially blend in.
Okay,
Everyone
got it.
always thought you were one of them anyway, so.
It's kind of what I was thinking. Just infiltrate their troops and hope they don't have a school record.
Well, okay, so now I offer you another option. If you and Cleonal can't hide, but we know Cleonal is pretty good at espionage, maybe you and her should go walk in there and try to, and you can do that while we, the rest of us more sneakies, sneak around. And
I
do
like
that.
this plan.
Yeah,
And
I
they
could
can divide and conquer.
try and do some distracting things from there. I think that's probably our best shot. I can try and sneak all right. If we have pass without trace, it's going to be hard for us to fail.
But,
Water
I mean,
not concentration, but
Yeah, it's not.
without fail is.
Right.
okay, so we're good. But and Ginger's Giraffe just also put 250 points in for upgraded item. Now we're at
Yay.
7K.
Thanks, Giraffe.
So do we want to split up? Do you guys not want to sneak in? You and clean out and do you want to go into and like chat with them, or do you want to just sneak in with us?
Yeah, I'll just sneak in and
Just do those?
look at Kyle. Just be like, "Oh, just fresh off the latest boat. Hell and well met. Hi, I'm just a guy here to help." And if that doesn't work, ambush them. that's pretty much. That's what I was saying. If we got caught sneaking, I wasn't saying like we get captured. We no capture. But if we're
Well, we just need to get Clea now eyes on some of them, and then she can do her thing, and then we have one that looks like them working for us. So
exactly. Yeah.
she just needs to get out. She just needs to see them, and then she can turn into them. So
Cool.
that'll be helpful for us. So yeah, we've got options. But we will take that stealthy pass without trace, if you will, friend.
Yeah.
Shark can wink, but I don't really think that sharks blink.
It's the inward one.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone rolling stealth now?
Yep. If you're swimming, roll stealth.
It was a nat 20.
So I get my regular modifier plus the 10, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh god, I wrote bad.
29.
I wrote
I got a flat 20.
Okay.
Me and the fucking Thruple
Squat.
switched. I got a 26. Mortenzau got a 15, and Cleonal got an 11.
Oh, damn,
Wait, she rolled a 4.
All right.
I got a natural 1. Guess
I rolled a dirty one, so it's okay.
Logically, a natural one makes no sense.
Okay. So you guys swim around these things coming up from the bottom of the ocean floor. These are very stationary. The ocean floor is starting to curve up as you swim up. No one's really seeing you in the water, but as you get closer to the surface, you do see the ripply shadows of, it looks like a lizard folk soldier guard. And then on this side, kind of like where the island kind of moves a little bit out right here, is a turtle guard. Maybe there's another turtle or lizard folk, this shadowy figure over there. You can't really tell. And as you guys go behind where there's this wall of wooden spikes coming up, you're about at like neck level of the water and kind of come up and look through the bars. But it's not like a lot of room for you guys because there's bars right behind you too, spikes. And as you swim up, Mortenzow kind of holds Cleonel to help her through, but kind of trips and catches her shoulder a little bit on one of those spikes. And she just goes, "Oh!" and lets out this sound. And as you stick your head out and look, you see the island. So I'll go ahead and show you the island.
Also, we got a special guest advantage from BB Grimes. So,
ooh, okay, so that's
Andrew,
just
you got
for
advantage.
you, Andrew.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Someone's
nice.
spinning their coin.
What
Really?
you see is a large airship that has landed on what looks like they made wooden paths for it. This kind of goes up into a fortress. I can show you a little bit more here too.
Balloons. We can pop those bitches. Make them bitches fall.
But I will say these turtles and stuff, they're looking this way, in this lizard folk. And you do see, it looks like to be goblin soldiers and half-elf, like, tall Amazonian women's guards. It's like a guard convention. What do you want to do?
Go back underwater?
Yeah.
Just pop up here and then scream in my, oh god. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's what I would want to do. I mean, also Penny didn't roll poorly. She got the.
They don't see you through those wooden spikes. They're just looking around that area.
Okay.
That just points down and just starts swimming down. But before he does, he points at, like, I feel like we could probably see this one guy by himself up here.
I was about to target.
Yeah.
I was thinking we could do like an Assassin's Creed style. All right, we have a target, and just like go underwater.
You can all do like, yeah, try to get like a surprise attack in there all at once.
Yeah. That's what.
Do we want to
I mean-
go for one guy, or do we want to spread out a little bit?
I think our best bet is to probably try to keep them from knowing about us as much as possible. So I think we need to kill them all. Hit them one at a time, so we
One by
can
one.
try to one shot them each. Is our best bet. Because as soon as we miss, they're like, hey, we're like, ah, fuck.
Yep.
So,
But-
yeah. Let's get that guy on the North Beach then, if we can. Just kind of swim down around towards him.
I don't even have to move.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. I guess we're gonna start to do that. I think these two are looking at us over here, right? These two.
Yes. So, yeah, that one right there, and then the one closest to you, and then this guy right here. So these three. And actually, by the time you guys are sitting there thinking, this guy's all the way over here, and they're just kind of looking out in this area.
Okay.
Can I use my what is it called? My wild companion feature and like sort of summon like an octopus to like swim up close to them and act all cute and try to.
Yes.
Distract them.
It's a cuttlefish. It's a cute little cuttlefish.
As your cuttlefish kind of appears magically in the water, just swims around, you just see you go wisp into the water towards them. For like a distraction, I guess roll a performance check with the stat of the fish. Are you familiar?
Oh my goodness. Damn, I'm so sorry.
It has like a +10.
No, it doesn't.
Cuddle in its name.
-3.
Cuddle, yeah.
So it's going to be a 9.
Did you roll with advantage? From
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage. This could save it.
Thanks, Byron.
Yeah, cool. That's a 5.
All right, so a 9. It's enough to get their attention that one of these guys kind of walks away and goes to patrol another side. But these two are still curious about this area. It couldn't have been just that little thing. Let's ignore this inner cove area, and they seem to be looking out kind of in those two directions. So they're not either one of them looking in the middle at you guys. They're looking to the east and the south.
Perfect. Okay, so are we killing the turtle closest to us or the guy farthest from us? I feel like our attack's gonna fly by this guy.
Yeah, that's also kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, this guy's not looking at us, and this guy is closer towards us. I think that'd be the best bet. Whoever shoots first.
Cool.
You know.
No, that's good. That's good. But I just like this guy will alert. So the only reason I'd said like the guy up north off the map on the stream is because like maybe we could do it quietly and nobody would notice. So I feel like if we go for this guy, we got to get this one too.
Well, this guy's looking this way currently, right? He's
looking south, directly south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
So
other
then,
guy's
yeah.
looking directly east. So
So let's go for the dude that's like directly in front of us, real quick.
Yeah. I also I have an idea for distracting this one while we if we hit this one, I can distract this one.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a silence cantrip?
The what?
Silence?
Oh.
Or not cantrip, spell.
I was like, cantrip?
Yeah. You just do
No.
it.
Yeah, I was like, who gonna be loud? Let's see.
I can also try and distract with my mage hand. So that's the thing.
Yeah. Let's
But
just
it
go
is
for
a cantrip, so if these are magic users that are trained at all, they would recognize that someone's using that cantrip.
Yeah, they've received that hand. Oh, well, yours is...
Yeah,
You're
I
an
have
arcane
a-
trickster, so yours is invisible.
I have
You have an
the
invisible
legend.
hand.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't really
There you
distract
go.
then, I guess. Unless it pulled things.
It confused them. Yeah, you can do
I mean,
troll
I
them.
could tap him on the shoulder. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go for this guy closest to us.
Yeah, then we all popping off attacks at him then.
Oh, we are rolling initiative with this attack? Everyone will get an attack in. You're in his peripheral.
Yeah, so yeah, the goal is to hit him, and then I'm going to have on this guy, Cleonile is going to be sitting in, because she doesn't have any fucking range attacks, but she's going to be sitting over there, and you see her like holding her mimic, which is now a harmonica, which Byron has called a harmimica.
Right, she has a tiny little mimic.
And she's going to start, as we go to shoot, she's going to start whispering something, and she'll be doing something
Okay,
to this guy to cause a distraction.
cool.
But yeah, and then so Penny's going to Eldritch Blast twice, and Morton Zhao is going to use Firebolt for their attacks.
I'm
So I
also
know.
gonna firebolt.
Okay. Let's do it. Everybody who's attacking that turtle right there, go ahead and roll your attacks. And I'll
I
switch
got a
back to
nat 20.
Tanner. You've broken the dice tonight.
Oh, what is wrong with me?
You still get a sneak attack with that?
Wow.
It's not a sneak attack. It's a you're getting a
Yeah,
surprise attack.
unfortunately. Yeah. If only I was an assassin.
No, yeah, Penny and Morton Zhao for sure missed.
I'm gonna put this second guy on the board if, like, after everyone goes, because I mean, depending, unless it's all super silent, we'll see. All right, so I'll go ahead and roll for him first.
It's not starting well.
Okay, Livia.
So I did 36 fire damage.
No. What's I want your initiative after this.
Oh, initiative.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay, good.
Plus 5, 17 initiative.
Okay, Viz.
14.
Andrew, you're busy.
14. Bognak.
4.
Ooh. Penny.
Just
Yeah, they're so low. Penny's 6.
6. Mortenzell.
4.
Cleano.
Technically a -2, but 2. or a 1.
Okay, and
Why did you give her such awful death?
She also rolled a 2. Like, it's not gonna get any better. Like, it's like gonna.
Yeah.
It's like.
All right.
Besides that, just like damn, I can't.
Can everybody
roll higher
see
than a
the
5.
turn order?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Very good. All right, I'll put it over here. Can't grab it. There we go. Okay, cool. So everyone, yeah. Go, what did you roll, Tanner, for your attack?
I did Firebolt, and with the nat 20, I did 36 fire damage.
All right, 36.
Because it is max damage, then plus the damage you roll, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Next. Viz, what was your attack? Your spells?
The frostbite cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And that is I lost.
Okay, cool. Penny?
22. I hit with 22.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you hit it. Do your damage.
That is a 5.
Oh, that is a 5? Okay, cool.
Yeah, 5 cold damage.
All right, Penny?
I got 2 Eldritch Blasts are going off. One is a nat 20, thank fuck. The other one is also a hit. It's a 23 or something. And then one's I rolled a 16. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, great. And I'll roll that damage in 1 second. I'm rolling the damage now, but I'll give you the number in 1 second.
Cool, cool.
I feel like I'm gonna go for the least conspicuous ranged option I have.
What?
Just a light hammer, just chucking a hammer at him.
All right, roll a ranged dexterity attack with no modifiers, just throwing that hammer.
Oh no, light hammer is a strength based.
All right, strength based,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. 15 to hit.
Sure. Yeah.
It does 8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And my question to that is, this armor, do I add an extra D12 to that?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Mortenzau. Oh wait, I didn't roll the other one.
So 18 damage from Bognak.
Hell yeah.
Penny and Mortenzau do 45 damage, force and fire.
45. Holy cow.
We weren't fucking around on this one.
Okay, was that everyone? And what was Cleonile whispering?
And then as that's happening, Cleonile it looks at this guy and casts the message cantrip. And she goes, I don't think your mother loves you.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh my god, that's good. Go, bitch.
That is a intimidation. What's a gaslighting check? You said intimidation. It's a 12. She's not proficient in that one. She's good at performance.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a performance.
You're just, I guess you don't see this because it's happening instantly before you go into your attacks, but it has an effect on him. I'll say that. We'll see what happens. All right. Now we're in turn order, so it's Livia, Viz, Guard, Penny, Mortenzau, Bognak, Cleonile. I will say this guy is still alerted to that direction, so he's still involved in the fight.
This one?
Yeah, the one that Cleonile was
Gotcha.
intimidating. It
Wait.
worked and then backfired. But the guy up top didn't notice, so it's just those two. But you did incinerate this turtle who is now dead.
Yay!
Yay, dead portal.
Another one back to the dust.
He gone.
Who got the killing blow? Because can we just say the hammer hit him so hard he just flew into the woods?
I think
I
it was the hammer. Yeah. Okay, Livia.
Awesome. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do, I can like swim underwater, right? That's
Yep.
a thing.
And breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to swim underwater. I can still go my normal movement speed, right?
If you don't have a swimming speed, it's half your movement speed.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's
I'll
difficult
go up
terrain.
here. Yeah. I'll go up there, and then I will bonus action dash,
Okay. Rogue.
and then I will action dash, and I'm underwater.
Far out.
I'm gonna hide underwater right here.
Cool. Viz.
Yes. I'm going to. What? That's 30 feet, right? It's about 30 feet. Just move there, and just cast Shillelagh on my spear.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. This guard over here saw what was happening. Looks in this direction. Guy's underwater, but it knows it came from this area. Can't tell exactly you guys behind it, but sees something behind it. He's just going to take out from this like encased pocket that's perfectly fit for this little whistle. He's going to pull it out and blow this like low resonant whistle, and gonna alert as he is screaming out in a language.
What
That's
language is
common.
that?
That's
I was
common.
like,
Just gonna yell intruders. All right, that is his turn. Penny,
that's a strong assumption, sir.
Right?
you just
Um,
decimated his friend.
Hey, he doesn't know
Big
what
accident.
decimated his friends.
That's the core.
There's a charred corpse on the beach. It's
Yeah,
fine.
point of order. He doesn't know what's going on.
He's a soldier at the beach. That's the only thing he's looking forward to.
Well, since he wants to fuck around, I guess he can find out. They're going after that one. Shit. Yeah, okay, so I will... Penny's gonna pop off on this guy who got the insulted one. Let me move my shit out of the way. And she's gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blast at him.
Hmm.
Okay, my dice are fucking flying everywhere. Chill. That's right. An 18 and a 13.
Yeah, 2 blasts come around and 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so that first one hits, kind of knocks him back towards the fire, out of the range of that other blast. But you got that first one. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
17 is my save. Fuck him.
Nice.
But he takes 14 points of force damage.
Okay. Cool. Ouch! Yeah, blast him right in the chest, right into his face. Morton Zhao.
Morton Zhao is copying Penny, and he rolled a nat 20, copying Penny, and he's gonna let off a firebolt. So he does 2 full ones, so 23 off bat plus 23 plus 13 is
35.
help. 35 points of fire damage
Boom.
as he
Hell yeah.
sends out a firebolt out of his hand.
Yeah, blast him. Bruiser. Unless Penny's got something else.
Oh no, that's it. I'm gonna check something else.
Gonna move.
No,
you
they're
wanna
gonna stay.
Okay,
We're gonna stay.
cool. Bognak's gonna go under and forward, I guess, kind of the same direction everybody else is going. So he's gonna have to use his action to dash to. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, he swam down 10 feet and then swam forward. Oh, how do you move up?
Oh.
Is there?
What the fuck is happening?
Is Scott? Scott, you got some wild audio stuff happening right now. It sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks have taken over the stream.
I was so confused. I was like, let me pull up my mic. Like, what's
It's. I feel,
Alvin!
Freaked out for a second. I was
Out
like,
of-
this isn't real.
out of the wood. Christmas time is here.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Before we continue on with the fight, as the fight's going on, Penny, Morton's owl, Cleonile, behind you, you get spooked by Will Hamming swimming up. Not swimming, just floating through the water like he would the air. Is anybody gonna watch Kamappa? I mean, I can do it, it's no problem, but it's weird when your transportation has thoughts and feelings. Do you just leave them behind? Like, where do we put this thing?
In combat, can't speak. We're like,
All right, with that, it's Bognak's turn.
I think I might have just gone. I said I swam down and went under. I'll take another turn.
no, then it's
Oh, you
Cleonile's
did?
turn.
All right, so Cleonile's turn.
Done. Yeah, so Cleonile is going to. So we can swim under these things, right? Like she
No.
can make if
Not these. You're too close where it's actually in the sand now.
she gotta go around them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleonile, be closer.
Okay, so she's gonna move / swim. She has 40 feet movement speed. Here, she's swimming through the water.
Ooh, roll a stealth check with the +10 from Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah, well, she's gonna come in for an attack.
Because
as well, but
that
she's
water
gonna-
right there is probably like 2 feet high, if that.
It's
Cleonile.
It's an 11 again, so like consistent. But like I really do roll a lot of 4s.
Wait,
And
who
it's-
got the advantage out of us main player advantage people?
Oh,
that
there was a
Erica
main player.
gave?
We haven't distributed that.
I was gonna
distributed
say
that
maybe
yet.
Cleonile could use that.
Is it a. All right, he sees her.
Okay, well, fine. But she's coming in for an attack. So she's actually swimming in. He sees her. She rages, grows a tail, and she makes 2 attacks
Wait,
at him.
So, did she dash?
No, her movement speed is. She took the bestial soul. She can swim, so she has a swimming speed of her movement speed, which is 40. So she just
Gotcha.
swims the 40 feet, and then she grows a tail, which has 10 feet of attack range, and so she's got just enough to get there. And she makes 2 attacks on him, which is they both hit because there's a 16 and 17 on the dice.
Yep.
Plus her craziness, and so it's gonna be. Can we kill him? Let's see. Barbarians have so much math that I always forget about. Okay. Raging. It's 14 on the dice plus that's 2 attacks, so 14. Jesus Christ, what's her strength? 14 plus 6, 20 plus 4, 24 points of piercing damage with her tail. And
Hell
she-
yeah, Cleonile.
She swims up to him, and then she just has looks like a kind of like a lizard. She swims up to him, ass up, think, think, and just into his as he's screaming for intruders or whatever.
All right, she is standing up from the water enough like that he can see her, so he can attack
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
All right.
She's out there. Oh shit.
Livia, swimming for your life.
Yeah, so I'm going to continue swimming underwater right there. Then I'm going to. Which way is this dude looking? Like,
He roll a stealth check because he's looking exactly east. With the +10. Is it less?
38.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't see you. You're 10 feet up from him. Like, the water's like a foot. You're like sand crawling right as, right past you is where the water starts to lap. So you're right at him, like on your belly. What do you want to do? You would have to be prone.
Okay, well, if I'm prone, I'm going to, I guess, bonus action dash at him so I have enough movement to get an attack in, and then I'm going to attack with my new Shadowfell sword.
Cool. You don't need to use the dash because what's your movement speed? 30.
Yeah.
So you would stand up for 15, and then you could just move 5 in his range.
Oh, perfect. Then yeah, I'll do that.
Cool.
So I'll be right here, and I'll go in with the sword.
All right, roll it.
But would I just add my typical like to hit with it?
Did it not have a plus
Mhm.
anything to it?
No.
It's
My
a plus,
typical is just
It's a plus
Yeah.
5.
plus
I thought it was
5.
a +3. Or no, is it a +5? Oh shit.
Oh, we were talking about for my to hit.
From the sword?
Does
Yeah.
it say +3 on the description, Ben?
Yeah, so +3
okay.
bonus to attack. They're all pretty much anything on that list was +3. So
Okay.
yeah.
Then we'll do that then. So that would be a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Knocks him hard.
Okay, so bear with me for a second
That's fine.
because it has all the spell information, but it doesn't have like the actual sword itself, like damage information.
Mhm.
So like the damage that the sword does, like
It doesn't
what
have
die
damage
would
on
I
it?
roll for that? No.
All right, so do a normal greatsword damage, and add
My modifier?
add 8 points of damage extra of psionic damage.
Plus 8 psionic?
Yeah, because that's a powerful sword.
Is that with the
Yeah, what's the damage of a great sword though? I'm sorry.
2d6?
That's all right.
I should have asked these questions prior to stream, everybody.
No,
It's all
okay.
right.
We didn't even talk about it on stream because we were like, yeah, these weapons are wild.
It's
Yeah.
2d6 slashing, and it's two-handed.
Oh, so that prevents my 2-weapon fighting. Okay. Or does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2d6 plus 8 psionic.
Yep.
Perfect.
Is that including the +3 for like the general magic?
Sneak attack.
Oh, that's just no. That was for the to hit.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's 12, 17, 18,
Just know you're up, Viz.
22 plus
It
8.
is on deck.
That's 22 slashing damage, I guess, and then 8 psychic, so 30 damage total.
The psionic sword damage.
Yeah.
Psionic. Okay, cool. Viz. Swim all the way back down.
Cool. I'm going to swim up to. That's the wrong selection tool. Swim up here. I'm gonna stand up. And as a bonus action, using my Spearmaster feat, gonna extend my spear's range to 5 feet and attack this guy.
All right, yeah. Roll your attack. Perfect.
He said, "I'm a grower, not a shower." Got it.
That's
We
a
are here first.
21 to hit.
Yeah, roll your damage. Describe what happens. He's not
Cool.
dead.
Cool. Well, I put 2 hands on my spear and I just like jab him right in the stomach really hard. And how much damage is that? What's the wrong die? That is a 15 damage.
Cool. All right, it is, I believe, the other guard's turn. Who's going to attack Cleonile. These two are the same type of guards. They're going to pull out a great sword of themselves. He's going to walk 5 feet and take 2 attacks. What's
He's
Cleonile's
getting in
AC?
the water. 12.
It's just about a few inches right there. Cleonile, 12.
Inches matter.
In D&D, it's feet only, girl.
he's going to just take a huge swing as she's going to try to like jump back, watching his sword just going to slash right across her waistline. Oh, she holds on, and he's going to come down, and she's going to just dodge out of the way as he just slams into the water, and he just looks up at her, and I guess you could hear this from where you are, Penny, but he's just going to start asking her, "Where'd you come from? Where did you come from? Are you from the island? Who are you? Your clothes!" And then it's your turn. Penny, but what's his name, has asked you a question, Will Hamming. So that is what happened.
Oh yeah. What are we gonna do? Oh, he was asking what to do with the boat, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure Kamapu will be fine. Either you can help us or you can stay with the boat. Personal preference, but I've got to help my friend over here. And she turns and she will cast. Actually, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
The one fighting Cleonile?
Yeah.
12.
That is a fail. As she's talking to as she's talking to the fucking ghost, she just looks back. She's like, "Gotta help my friend," and she holds up her shadow hand and told the dead. And he takes 23 points of necrotic damage. I rolled a 12 and a max damage there. And then she's going to stay there. So she will action do that.
All right, Will
And then
Hamming's
that is
gonna say he's just gonna take off towards the ship. When it becomes his turn, we'll say it already happened. Mortenzo.
Mortenzo is going to he's gonna let off a blast at that guy. He's fighting his girlfriend. That is a
Protect your girl. At all costs.
16 to hit. And it does 17, 20 points of fire damage. And then he will
just roast him till he falls to his knees in the water. As his body lands.
Girlfriend!
He is dead.
Through his gritted teeth. Perfect. And then he will use his movement to move 10 feet here. Boom. Boom.
Just swimming closer.
Yeah, he's gonna start heading towards land.
Cool. Bognak.
Bognak is going to dash, or Bognak is going to like swim here, and then he's going to use a dash action to go to this body here. Does he see a whistle on
Yes,
this
in
portal?
that pocket. Yes.
He's gonna. Can I grab the whistle and the hammer, or I gotta pick and choose?
Yeah, you can take them both.
All right, I just reach on them, grab both of them, and then use the rest of my movement to run into like this brush here and try and hide.
Okay, so those small green ones are about like 2 feet high, and then there's palm trees. So those big green lush ones are just tall trees. So usually just these bushes around here are gonna be like 2 feet.
Right, and
he's only like 5 feet.
I'm a 5x5 again, everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can certainly crawl if you want.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna crawl just yet.
Give me a minute and I'll start.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fall prone just yet, but I'm just gonna get myself in position there. So that's
All right, Cleonile.
Cleonile sees sees Bognak and kind of takes that advice, and she will reach out and she'll take her tail and wrap it around this guy and start to pull him back and move herself here, and she's gonna move his body back, like start moving him back behind this.
Because it's in this difficult terrain, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Oh, clean out. Oh no,
Don't
she
roll
got
a 4.
athletic.
I just gotta not roll a 4, honestly. That's
Yeah, but for her, yes.
Come on, not a 4. Okay, was it a 4? It's a 12.
A 12 is good enough that she's not getting it.
Oh
like,
wait,
it's
I have
gonna-
advantage because I'm fucking great. It's a 12.
All right, it gets kind of caught like at the corner right here, but she has it over here.
Great.
I feel like we need a physicist here to like counteract the buoyancy of the body and stuff like that.
It's not. That one's in the ground. These are stationary.
Go back to last session. It's magic. Don't worry about it. It's magic.
All right, around that point, this goblin is running in 5, 10, 15, 20. This one is running in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this turtle's running in 5, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So those three will be entering the fight now as well.
Sure they will. That's what they think.
That's what they think. So for them... Oh. $20, 12, and 7. And it is Livia's turn. And it is. Alright, here we go. Livia.
Alright. So just so I'm curious, is there a way I could get my sneak attack off right now? Like, could I
Your
don't attack?
No, because your other ally's 10 feet away, not 5 feet. I think it's within
Fair. And if I were to like bonus action hide, like run away, hide, and then like jump out, he'd get opportunity to attack on my way there. So fair.
As long as he's not watching where you're hiding.
Yeah. Then I'm just gonna pop off with another attack with that sword. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Math.
Math.
Oh. So 16 damage total.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you guys are chunking them. You're chunking them hard.
We're just trying to live, you know.
All right, anything else? Before we go to this?
Yeah. So bonus action. I'm going to Misty Step over here to be, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to be hidden.
Okay. Yeah. His focus is on Viz after you run in there. Oh, he's got to take care of the guy. He's doing that. Okay. Viz's turn.
I'm gonna cast what's the spell called? Conjure Minor Elementals.
Okay.
Ooh.
Which is 4th level. And I'm gonna conjure up 4 mud methods and 4 steam methods.
Druids are here to be chaotic, truly.
Yeah.
4 mud and what?
Steam. Or steam.
Steam. Okay.
I love it.
Close enough.
And
I love these little guys.
I can move away safely, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that I will move back to here and swim down a bit.
Okay. Yeah, you can get right to about where it's above your head at that. Well, that one, you got to back up like 5 feet more because it's like sloping down. But then it's your elemental's turn, I guess.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have the back 2 cast blur on themselves.
Which one's the steam or the mud?
The back 2 steam ones.
Okay.
And let's see, the this back one right here, this back mud method is going to use their mud breath or whatever. I think it's a mud breath. Which so they've got to take a dexterity saving throw.
They failed.
Cool. And they are restrained for 1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
1 minute. Does it end if somebody hits them or something?
A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Cool.
Yeah.
So no.
Cool. And the other ones are going to move up on him and do their claw attacks.
All right.
Fuck it up, y'all.
Yeah.
Roll them.
This is why we here.
Roll them attacks. Is it the 2 steam as well, or just the mud guys?
I think the 2 steam as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Roll it all up. You're looking for a 15 to hit
Okay.
on this specific guy.
One of them misses. Another one of them misses. That's a 16.
Yep, that hits.
And that's 7 damage.
All right.
Let's see. For the steam methods, that's a miss and a 21.
Hell yeah.
Cool, and that's going to be a D4 slashing damage. So that's 2 slashing damage.
Nice. You hit a nice even number.
Sorry, that was 2. It's, I think, 2d4 slashing and then 2d4 fire.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that was 3. So that'll be 3 slashing damage, and 6 fire damage.
Sweet.
Bring a
Yeah.
druid everywhere. Thank you.
All right. Cool,
Right.
Cool, cool,
Wait, Erica, wait. We have a druid. I forgot.
All right. Soldier's turn. If that's all, Viz.
That's all. Yeah.
And he's just going to hear that soldier yelling and then just get restrained and stop as it muds over his mouth. But he's going to point to the goblin towards that area. And I guess he is, because he's a turtle, he is going to go into his shell to raise his armor class and just watch as this happens while he's doing something on the inside. The goblin is going to run that direction. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to see Bognak and go in for some attackage.
Bognak, no!
Hail and well met. I am just a simple traveler. Whoa!
What's your armor class?
20.
Why do you want to know, Scott?
Because I'm trying to hit him. Only one will hit, and it is going to do. So he's just going to raise his claws. You can see the shiny platinum armor under his wool coat, like he's not out, like he's somewhere in the tundra, and bring out this like grotesque claws on both sides. And as you see the claw go out, like white whiskers start to appear, like just the hand is werewolfing, and it's going to slash right across your side and do 6 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. Not well met, I see.
Penny.
Bognak, you see the little area where he died. A very familiar flower start to grow. You see Penny's Goodberry, but then it does a horrendous thing. It starts to rot and fester, and Penny casts a 4th level Summon Undead, and it's going to be the Putrid, and so this rotting plant corpse crawls out of where that guard died, and it is going to make 2 attacks on this goblin behind, that is attacking my boy Bognak.
Resurrect a bitch.
I said, I used to have bugs, and now I have plants, and now I have dead plants.
Dead plants.
Just like my soul. So it does
Hot tooth.
7, 10, 13, 17, 21 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As this weird plant just starts to
Snap at him.
makes
Yeah.
2 attacks. Yeah.
Cuts into the side of his head. Bognak.
Well, I guess talking's out of the order, and Bognak is just gonna take some swings with his sword. Does this undead thing count as an ally?
It's
Yeah.
that's a contract I summoned, so it counts as a summoned creature. That's what the Scott. I don't know how it would go. It has AC and all that. It has AC hit points and all that jazz, and it's under my control. But
If it's under his control and won't attack you or have any natural instinct to attack you, I'd consider an ally.
oh yeah, it cannot attack you unless I tell it to.
Yeah, ally.
So you Gucci.
And
well,
so that
I-
makes
We like
him,
that.
Yeah, I'll roll, and I didn't announce earlier. Each day I can pick like an ability for my sword, and today we're going with the Bane feature.
okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah. So that means if I do hit, it takes an extra D8 necrotic damage and is subjected to the Bane spell until the start of my next turn.
Ooh, that's helpful.
Oh shit.
It's a fun sword. So there's
Every time you hit
that
somebody,
is-
that happens.
every time I hit,
Oh, bitch! I'm gonna.
Whoa.
Okay.
It's
that's a
insane.
27 to hit,
Yeah, yes.
I love saving throws.
and I'll roll to see if I hit again. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the first hit, I'm gonna add these 2d8 here as well. And I'm also going to use a combat superiority die on this guy.
Oh, fuck.
They need
We
to
just going
make
for it.
a wisdom saving throw.
12.
Oh, bless you.
All right, so they are now feared, or they're now scared of me. They're the frightened condition. So they'll do anything with disadvantage, and they take.
And they're baned. That's so rude.
and
Hell
they're
yeah,
paid,
Bognak. We here
and
for
they're
it.
paid. So that's 9, 16. This is all right. 16 plus 16, 32 plus 9. 41 damage.
41.
Yeah, that was a good turn, my man. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I'll just say there and be like, I guess we're not talking, huh? We're just gonna slap. Why are you dressed like that?
Okay.
Why are you just like that?
All right. Morton's out.
Mortenzau is going to move up to Cleonile, and this. Oh, I used the wrong thing. Fuck. That turtle needs to make a wisdom. Maybe I'm lying. Hold on.
Don't lie.
Saving throw of some kind. A Constitution saving throw.
You failed.
Great. And so it takes 10 points of cold damage and has disadvantage on its next weapon attack until my next turn. It feels chilly. That is my action.
It has what
and then
to next turn?
disadvantage on its next weapon attack
Okay.
until my next turn. And that is the end of his turn.
Okay, cool. Cleonile.
Cleonile is gonna do what she did last time. She's gonna run up out here, or swim up out here. She has to use another rage because it's Did I attack someone last turn? No, I just dragged the body, so it didn't count. So she rages tail, and she's gonna do the same thing. But she's gonna reckless because this guy's on a show, so she's gonna give herself advantage and try to fuck him up. Come on! Oh, thank God. Also I got 2 attacks. Does reckless count for both my attacks or just one of them? How does barbarians work? Oh God.
Wouldn't
Reckless-
it be both because you're
reckless
raging
counts.
for both?
For both?
Reckless counts for both, but like you have to announce it before you take your first attack.
Oh yeah. Oh, I did. Okay, great.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And then I rolled 2 18s on the dice, so they both are gonna hit, I assume.
Nope. they do not.
Wait. Okay, well, let me tell you the actual number then, because I feel like it's gonna be 18.
Plus?
Wait. Yeah. I hear fighting heroes, I guess. 18 plus 18 plus 6, so 20. 4s?
Yes, they both
AP
hit.
plus 6?
Yeah.
Whew, okay. I was like, this reckless gonna be helpful. Okay. And then she's gonna gonna take 2 stabs at it with her tail, which she does. Okay, so 16, 18, 20, 26 points of flashing, piercing damage. One of those
Yeah, crushes it in its shell, kills it.
two. I'm hungry.
Beats the shit out of this hero.
After some turtle soup.
All right, is that it?
Yes, sir.
Stop calling me sir.
Yes,
Give you
Daddy.
Power. He can give you the power.
All right, this soldier
Oh, you still
finally
want
gets
to
to
your
go. He's going to jump in his shell and roll. He's going to move, say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he's going to jump into his shell here and roll towards you right here.
They see me rolling.
Actually, no, he's going to jump over
They
the rock
hate
and do it. He's going to jump over the rock and do it, so that way he can still get his 20 feet.
Thank you, Ben.
So...
I didn't want to laugh at it.
How could he not laugh at that? That's awesome. I'm about to get turtle shell shocked D&T
All right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles style.
Dex saving throw.
Oh no, not a dex save. Bognak's natural enemy. 5.
What was it?
A
It's a
5.
5.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna fly back 15 feet and be prone into the water
In
here
the water.
as he hits you and pops out, stands up. Goblin's even more scared. Livia.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't roll. Sorry, I didn't tell you
So-
the damage. Nope. You be quiet.
No, we can move on.
You don't do it.
I'm gonna say chess rules. You took your hand off the piece.
14 points of bludgeoning. You bastard.
It was a good attempt.
All right, Livia, you're in the
Yeah.
woods. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna move right here behind this rock, in between that crate,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just like pull my sword and swing it the fuck down directly in front of me, and like guide this. What's it called? So I can call it the right thing.
Olivia, where? Oh, there your ass is. I was like, where?
It's gonna my sword is going to cast the spell Gravity Fissure. So I expend a charge, manifest a ravine of gravitational energy that shoots out 100 feet in front of me and 5 foot wide. Each creature in that line must make a Constitution saving throw of a DC 18 or
Hope you
take
guys.
9d8 force damage and half as much on a save. So
Are
all
you doing
4
it?
of your people need to do it.
Oh my god!
These guys, you're doing it too?
All 4 of them.
I'm doing it to the heroes and the dudes behind them because it's hitting all 4 of them in a 100-foot line.
Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
straight.
You're gonna fucking on a 100-foot line. You're going through that wall. You're gonna hit a whole bunch of people.
That's
Who's
true.
in here?
That's true. I need to
I
actually
don't give a
measure it.
fuck.
I need to
Olivia
measure it.
always saying, "Hey."
Let me
For a
measure it.
second, I thought you were
I got
getting
you.
like a line both ways, like 50 feet out from either side of you, and I was like, "Thanks for pushing me out of the way, idiot."
Yeah, and the line is 5 foot wide, so everything within the 5, like, so I get maybe like a 10-foot gravitational field.
Yeah, all these guys are getting smacked. These are great lines for this spell.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
There you
seeing
go.
some angles here.
Oh wait,
Also,
I did that
oh.
line wrong. My bad. I'm sorry, I'm playing with the configuration now. Okay,
You're good.
con saving throws.
Just gotta expect all this. Yes.
Yeah, con 18. And let me roll this. I don't have
Get
a
outta
9d8,
here.
So.
All 4 failed.
Let's see, my thing's rolling the dice right now.
We said Hero Island. Snack Island.
I need to get this angle right though because
So that's going to be. Oh wait, okay. Tell me when you're ready for this damage amount, Daddy.
yeah, you please.
So that's going to be 68 force damage.
That's roughly what it's gonna look like. 68 force.
Yeah, because
Oh.
like I rolled a lot of d8s on this thing. Like 8. Like, there's a lot of 8s on my screen, babe.
Holy
I'm
cow.
trying to tell you, but
I think the
it's not
max
gonna
I
be
can
pretty.
get
For
is
you.
like, what, 70 something?
All right.
Yeah.
Holy
second-
shit.
For a second, I was
Um,
like, oh yeah, it's like six
and-
D8s you're rolling.
Is it it's causing gravity to just like warp in its space? Like how is it doing damage?
So I'm like shooting out a line from the tip of my sword, and from that line, it's pulling in 5 feet from it. So that's going to be that much damage to everything within a 5-foot side of either side of my point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I need to roll 3 more Constitution saving throws. It's gonna bash open those doors. You're gonna see wide into there. Those doors are no more. You literally
guys, here
shot
come
through the
the
front
heroes.
door. Oh, that's
You wanted a
nat
villain,
20,
baby. You made one.
and that's a success. Oh,
We're in a pretty good
nat
spot,
20s
honestly.
and a 19 plus modifiers. So all 3 of them save. So is it half damage?
Half damage, yeah. To 34.
I didn't even put them on my thing.
God, that roll made me wet.
Those
Yeah,
guys were
cool.
just chilling. Those guys were just hanging out playing some dominoes.
They are
Like,
ready to
my
fight now.
computer dice never rolls well, so I was like, this is gonna be shit. And
And it was
there's a
not.
lot of 8. No, there was not, babe.
It also, if you can see up here that I've revealed, this is a big tower that you can see. that
Oh, I'm
kinda-
just seeing that. Yeah.
that just
Yeah, bitch, you
overlooks,
fucked it up.
and you just went right through the legs. So it's going to crack it, and that whole thing's just gonna like still gonna stand, but it now has an obvious weak point.
Is that 2 towers in one day? In 2 days? Like we're like
what I'm
we're
saying.
down for knocking buildings over. Like what is happening here?
Okay, is that it?
Oh no, that's not it.
They're also entering the fight, so
Yeah. I assume. So at that point, I'm gonna bonus action hide behind this crate
okay.
because I still got a little bit of movement. I'm just gonna hide in this little nook and cranny between rock and busted barrel.
All right, let me go ahead and roll for them. I'm gonna turn order.
Do you want to
guys still
stealth
up?
for my hide?
14, 10, 22, 14.
Oh, I didn't realize I was doing all this.
22,
Hey baby, we do all of it because
and 18. It is Livia's turn, so let's get.
You and
I'm never
You
gonna
and
roll
Krug
that
are
good on
handling
my
it.
sword again.
All right. Is that it? That your turn?
Do you want a stealth for my hide? Or-
No, they
That would
they
be
definitely
it, if
saw it was from
anything.
that direction. They can't see you right now, but they know you're over there.
As long as I'm not like
Oopsies.
obvious to them.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you're not obvious.
Yeah.
They can't aim for you.
Perfect.
All right, so it is this guard's turn who is here, and she knows you're somewhere around that barrel and those plants. So she's just gonna cast
How they looking?
a firebolt in that direction.
They can't be looking too good after 68 points of damage. So hopefully they just die soon.
Okay, so she's going to shoot, not being able to see you just in that direction. It's going to blast. I'll let you make a dex saving throw because she wasn't aiming at you.
Ooh, you love dex saves, don't
Okay.
you?
I do. Okay. Not 20, but
Nat 20? All right, it's going to
Yeah,
catch this
what
palm
the
tree and those
fuck?
plants on fire, and you can just duck right where that rock is, so you're not going to be
I'm
hit or
also
anything.
fire resistant, so.
And then she's just going to come stomping through the fire, 15, 20, 25, 30 to match up with you, and just whip out her shield and her sword.
It's not an
Hey, Viz,
episode of
let's
Silver
go.
now. If
Viz.
Scott doesn't like something on fire, am I right, everybody?
That one was on me. Viz.
God got mad and burned everything down.
To the ground. All right, your turn, Viz.
Krug, you hear us?
Okay, whoa. I'm going to, move over, 10 feet to the left. Gonna
Okay.
pop out of the water,
Yeah.
right in front of, Bognak. And I'm gonna shoot another frostbite at this, one fella right over here.
Okay.
The portal or
Yeah.
the goblin?
The turtle.
Or that guy?
The turtle up top. I'm focusing on him.
The lizard folk.
Yeah. Yeah, lizard folk. My bad. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. And that is going to be. That is 8 damage. And
Alright.
they have disadvantage on their next attack.
Do your summoned creatures get to go again?
I use. So, what do you think?
What does the spell say? What's the duration?
It takes a bonus action, right, to command them, or is it just because they're just your summon creatures, right? So they should just keep attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they dodge.
Do they get their own
Typically,
initiative?
unless you
They just go after him.
they've been going after him.
Yeah.
But he told them to attack them, and so they would, in theory, they would just keep doing the same thing until you give them a new order. So since
Yeah,
the thing's
I
not dead,
Okay.
they would
that's-
start it.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So roll their attacks. Roll
Okay,
their
cool.
Stuff.
Cool. Well, the two steam methods that do not have blur on are gonna cast blur on themselves, and then we're gonna get let's see, 4 claw attacks. It's an 11 plus 3. It's a 14, which I don't think hits.
What is this? No, it misses.
Yeah. An 18 for the mud method.
Yep.
Cool. And that is going to do 1d6 plus 1 dump. It's going to do 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That is another 14.
Miss.
And that one doesn't hit either.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Violet-
I think just the two that are further away are I think they're going to move down just a little bit.
the two that are further away, mud or air, steam.
The steam one, I think I'm gonna have them move. Yeah, like there. No, one more down. And do a steam breath, which is a 15-foot cone.
Okay, so we get both of them and the plant.
And they. Oh, my bad, Michael.
My plant.
Can you angle it? Or
Succeed a DC 10 Dex saving throw.
that plant's got to be dexterous, right? It's a plant on a dead
Right? Yeah.
And then you roll for your plant, but the other two succeeded.
Okay.
Oh no, I did not. It's consistent with my force, so.
The ones that succeeded took 3 fire damage.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool.
And what about the ones that failed? Didn't the plant fail?
Yeah. Because I take 6, right?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Just giving the
Yeah.
stats.
All right. Vile Guard, the one that's here, is going to just let's bully Livia. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just cast another fireball into that spot.
Do I need to do another dex?
You are hiding, but you did need to move a little bit to avoid that during the dex saving throw. She is looking at her. She can see her ally looking at you. I'll give you a half cover because those bushes are only 2 feet high anyway. So you're like crouched down, and she's looking towards that area. So yeah, I'll give you half cover.
What does half of her grant me? Plus
It raises your armor class by 4, I believe.
4?
And then half, let's see.
What is happening?
No, it's a +2.
What's that?
It's a plus 2?
Yeah, so
Okay.
your armor class. Oh, and what's your armor class? Did you tell me?
15, so that would put it at 17.
Cool.
If I need a reaction, I will.
Yeah,
but-
do a reaction because you're getting hit with a fireball. A powerful
Yeah.
fireball. What happened to Ben?
A powerful fireball?
Yeah,
Like, are we talking fireball or firebolt?
fireball.
Then
You just
I
gotta
need to
pass
make
the
a dex save then.
Oh, not the spell
Right.
fireball. It is a fireball shooting at you. So I guess fireball.
Oh.
Oh,
but it-
firebolt the cantrip.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We should
I'm
know if it
just
was a
like
save or not.
just trying to track. Yeah, I'm just trying to track that.
Go.
Okay.
I'm a caster. I'm confused.
Then yeah, I'll go ahead and use my gift of the magic the metallic dragon and get +3 to my AC, so that puts me at 21.
Okay. Well, that hit then because it was a 21.
Well, fuck you.
I hate it here.
They're powerful, man. But it's only 10 fire damage, and it's lighting even more stuff on you.
But
And
half.
then it's half because I'm resistant. So
There you go. There you go.
Perfect. I like some fire damage. You throw.
Listen, only sometimes.
What happened to Ben, y'all?
He's like
For
his
real.
camera working on something.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I like to do the fire.
Things are-
Yes, this is my favorite. I just get to scribble all over the map. All right. Snow Goblin is terrified of Bognak.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
as it hears that plant go. Tss.
19.
It has disadvantage because I don't like it.
All right. It is running the other way, giving you attack of opportunity anyways. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to dash 35. Yep.
If I'm attacking it, it needs to remake that save again.
40,
I'm gonna take that attack for sure.
55, 60. Okay. That's his whole turn. Penny.
Yeah, so it needs to make that con save again. It rolled the 18 the first time, but then it has to roll it again.
Why's it got to roll again?
I'm using Silvery Barbs to give it disadvantage. I'm trying to get this plant's ability off so it can hit it before it's opportunity
it
attack.
has disadvantage on that ability check? Or
on that save, yeah.
Save, excuse me. Yeah, failed now.
Great. And then so it becomes poisoned because it started its turn near the festering plant.
Mhm.
And then it gets to make an attack against it. I rolled an 18, and so it gets to use its claw attack. And
my
if the
gosh.
creature is poisoned, it needs to make another Constitution saving throw. So it needs to roll another con save.
Oh my
But also gets hurt.
gosh. What a stacking ability.
Ooh, everyone
That's a
matching.
nat 1. Go ahead, have fun.
All right, so it's gonna take 13 points of slashing damage, and then I'll let it stay over there. But because it failed that save, it is now under the paralyzed condition for the next turn, so it can't move. It's
Oh
incapacitated.
no, it
So,
didn't
like,
get by. This was all an attack. It's paralyzed right there at the bush.
Perfect. It is under the paralyzed condition, so it can't take attacks. It has disadvantage on strength and dexterity saving throws. Attacks against it have advantage, and attacks within 5 feet auto crit. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hit the goblin is the moral story.
All right, Mortenzau.
Mortenzau is gonna try to hit the goblin. He's gonna shoot fire bolts.
All right.
Oh, I have one. Oh, he has advantage. Hey, okay, so it does. Well, 15 points of fire damage to that guy.
Yeah, it blasts him into that bush. He is dead.
Yeah.
He dead.
And then that is it. They're gonna like just stay behind these barricades and keep sniping people. It sounds like a safe plan.
Bognak.
Okay, so Bognak is in the chat right now talking to me to do his move for him because every time his camera comes on or like he takes his mic on, it makes some weird noise. So we're not doing that. So
I see now.
He is going to, he's going to movement go up to the dude that just blew him back, the tortoise dude. He's gonna move back up to him.
Okay.
Bonus
He is prone. He's
action.
got to use half his movement. To
Yeah,
stand up.
half his movement and then the rest of his movement to
Cool.
go there. And then he's going to bonus action second wind.
All right.
So yeah, we're doing that. I don't know how much he's gotten back yet. He got 10 back, it looks like. 10 hit points back. You go, Boggs. And then he said his action was to attack. So he's going to attack.
All right.
What are we attacking with, Boggy? Oh, we're going with the long sword. The sword that he has that he's been using.
Yes, cool. Long sword.
It looks like that's going to be an 18 and a 23
yeah,
to hit.
They both hit.
So both of them hit. And then what's that +5 go to, Boggy?
Boggy.
He's typing. Hang on. Oh, 30 total damage. He did it for me. +5 is 5 is necrotic. The
all right,
+5
is that
necrotic.
all for him?
Yeah. And they have Bane. Oh yeah, they do have Bane.
That's right.
Is that all for you, Boggs? Oh, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, that guy failed
Gave us a
for sure.
thumbs up.
I forgot about that.
All right, Cleanile.
Clea now is going to. Oh, you know what I just realized? I have to use my silvery barbs because that guy was frightened by Bognak, so he already had disadvantage. Anyways, Clea now is going to use her movement, and she's going to. Let me map this out again. She doesn't have difficult terrain, so she's just going to move.
Just run through the water.
Yeah, it's just running and leaping. She's like, like a dolphin, and she has her tail out, and she leaps out of the water with her tail and strikes into this guy with advantage because Bognak's over there flanking with her.
All right,
Yay!
He's looking really
All right.
weak.
Wow. Okay. All right. So. I need to say the full numbers again. Let me look at it. It's +6. 21 and a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, yep, both hit.
Cute. And then double tail stab coming down. That is 12, 14, 16. Plus 6 is 16 plus 6.
22.
22. Thank you. I get really stressed.
Describe how you kill him.
22 points of slashing damage. I think she runs up out of the water like a dolphin, just kind of comes down with this tail, and she looks really graceful when she's killing things. Not graceful at any other time, but she's like comes out of the water, kind of like slightly wet in her aquatic adaptation. Her tail's out and just straight down and just like right through this thing's head, and just whoop, and she's like ah, it just lands on it. And she's like and starts to eat another turtle.
All right, as this huge chaotic scene is going down, fires erupted in the jungle as these women are fighting Livia.
Girl fight.
So much is going on that you don't
Girl
notice
fight.
that you didn't notice that many soldiers have been rushing out of this encampment now, especially because you've blasted their shit. So I'm adding 6
Fuck
more
them.
guys running out to join the fight, but we will roll initiative for them next time. We'll come back for episode 30 and finish this obvious 2-parter combat series.
Yeah, because I'm ready to get my fuck on.
What's Scott ready for? We're all summoning things now. And he's like, oh my god. He said, Scott, we have to live. We need an army with us. We're gonna bring our own.
Yeah.
BYOA.
Exactly. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube. We hope you had a good time. Thank you, Andrew Krug.
Yeah.
You are the man. And I guess we'll see what happens picking up in this exact point for episode 30. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next time.
Cool.
Bye.